So now we're on to the soup du jour, our 2:30 item.
Since kind of Fort York.
I'm a resident of Etobicoke North.
I live at Yonge and Eglinton.
As a resident of Long Branch.
I'm a student living in the great state of Minnesota.
If you ever take the Go Kitchener line at 9 p.m. going west, you'll see it's packed with e-bikes. And these are delivery couriers, food delivery couriers, who can only afford to live in Brampton, but they're delivering the food of Torontonians.
A return to the kind of modest incremental growth that this report proposes is exactly what is needed to help solve Toronto's financial needs.
Right now, I keep pitching to my partner something like, hey, look at this house in Alberta or Nova Scotia, and she doesn't say anything back, so I'm guessing she doesn't want to move out of Ontario, and I'm not really into long-distance relationships.
If we deliver those apartments in neighborhoods, we can save, we estimate, around 160 square kilometers of wildlife habitat and farmland.
My coworkers and I have three options. Some are living with their parents or numerous roommates into their 30s. Some, like me, live in the high-rises that are so often fought against by those worried about healthcare. And some move outside of the city, either to a new job or they face long commutes.
A massive wave of housing construction and supply has led to a market more competitive, which has dropped rents and given consumers multiple options in housing types of all sizes and neighborhoods.
It is essential for affordability. It is essential for the environment.
I know we have a serious problem with seniors who no longer have family members anywhere near them because, again, they can't afford to live here and they're left isolated.
Keeping 3 or 4plexes illegal to build right now marginalizes several cultural and GSRM communities.
There was a time when we built affordable housing in Toronto. We were okay with getting rid of 1 or 2 houses to put so many more new people up. And I think that EHON will get us closer to that.
Allowing a form of housing that was allowed 100 years ago and that we banned later on.
So putting it all together, we dedicate 55% of our residential land to a housing form that is not even affordable to the top 10% of our households in terms of income.
I think staff absolutely crushed it.
When Drake called Toronto the six, he wasn't referring to 6 zoning regimes. We should be simplifying and we should be allowing housing everywhere.
And also, according to both surveys done by the city and by professional polling firms, the proposal we have here today is more popular than pot ever was when it was legalized.
But when we look at our zoning map, I guess I will bring up Taylor Swift. We need to say, it's me, hi, I'm the problem, it's me.
And so I ask you, pass it as is.
Today, I'm asking you to approve multiplexes. And not just a name, let's make them a success.
Making it not only legal, but viable.
So I hope you support the motion unamended today.
Please vote in favor of this item with all of the staff improvements.
So my ask to you all is simple: support staff recommendations.
I recommend keeping the proposed amendments intact, and especially the abolition of floor space index.
To implement these permissions as of right in all residential zones across Toronto.
The staff recommendations unamended.